Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera. With guest stars Laurie Prang, John Riley, Robert Mandan, Neva Patterson. Tonight's episode, Prisoner of Deceit.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
There ought to be a law against someone as pretty as you.
There is, against flatterers. In Persia, they make you kiss for 10 straight days without taking a breath for turning the girl's head.
Let's, hold off on the execution of my sentence till we talk about us. What do you say? In a couple of days, we could be dropping anchor in Mazatlan.
I'd like to, Jack.
So?
I can't. You know I can't. It isn't because I don't want to.
But you can get a quick Mexican divorce. We can be gone. He'll never find us.
Yes, he would, wherever we go. And every time you're out of my sight, I'd be so frightened. I'd be so afraid Godfrey killed you. You don't think my husband's capable of murder? Well, he is.
I know. And that's exactly why I am afraid of him. But I think I have the solution. Come here and look. I've been digging into the past, trying to find some reason why Godfrey's got this terrible hold on you.
The fire, it happened so long ago. I was only a child when my father died.
I didn't even want to bring it up until I was absolutely sure.
Sure of what?
That Godfrey'd set the fire.
Oh, my God.
Trace, Godfrey killed your father and set the fire to cover it up.
Well, you'd have to have proof.
I do. Do you remember Selma Lawrence, your father's housekeeper?
Yes, of course. She was like a mother to me.
She was in the house the night the fire started. And then she disappeared right before the inquest.
Remember, she went away.
No, Godfrey paid her to go away. Trace, I know where she is. I found Selma Lawrence.
You've seen her?
No, I see her tomorrow. I can prove it. Godfrey killed your father and set the fire to cover it up.
Get out of here, Tracy. Leave her alone, Godfrey. She's not going to get back home. Keep out of this, Crandall. Keep out of my marriage.
Tracy's leaving you.
No, she's not. Not with you. And not with anyone else. Go on, Tracy.
Trace, don't!
This isn't the first time I've had to deal with a punk like you. Don't ever try to see Tracy again. Tracy! Tracy!
It's changed. Time was, you could see the beaches. Now it's wall-to-wall condominium.
Well, I don't know about the good old days, Barnaby, but old Santa Carla looks just fine the way it is.
Don't reel in the first one that hit your line, Jedediah. The water's full of them.
Mr. Jones. Good to see you again. From what Betty told me, I half expected you last night.
Well, I didn't get my desk cleaned off in time. This is my associate, Jedediah Jones, Steve Crandall.
Hi.
Sorry to hear about your brother's accident.
It wasn't any accident. Let's go on board where we can talk. Huh? Oh, those robberies you solved for my plant a few years ago. I mean, how can you calculate the odds against somebody needing a private investigator once, let alone twice in their life, huh?
From the police report we stopped to read, it would seem that once would have been enough.
That wasn't a report, it was a farce. They haven't dug for the real facts. I'm telling you, Barnaby, somebody murdered my brother.
Well, according to the autopsy, he'd been drinking. They're saying that he stumbled off the dock, hit his head against a boat.
Yeah, sure, Jack drank, but only a shot or two. His stomach couldn't take more. You can check that out with his doctor.
Nevertheless, that's not enough to prove that it wasn't an accident.
Look, Jack and I were always very close. No secrets between us. That's until he brought his boat up here to Santa Carla. And he started to clam up on me.
What do you mean? You think he got into some kind of trouble up here?
Yeah, our trouble. He fell in love with some girl. He admitted that much.
You know who?
No, he wouldn't tell me her name. Maybe because she was married.
Sounds like you worked yourself up to a jealous husband theory.
It could be. See, Jack was a freelance newspaper man, feature stuff. Said he was working on some kind of a story up here. Wouldn't tell me what, but I got the feeling that the two were connected, the story and the girl.
That's it? Nothing more tangible?
Well, if you call something missing tangible, Jack always kept a gun on board. One of these drawers. Now it's gone.
Did he give you the impression that the story he was working on was dangerous enough for him to carry a gun?
Oh, I don't know, Barnaby. Jedediah, I told you it's gone. I've searched everywhere.
Was it just the gun you were looking for?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Here's something. It's just an old piece of newspaper. Aurora wins Gold Cup.
Barnaby, find that girl. If she turns out to be a dead end, at least I know we've tried.
All right. Where can we contact you, Steve?
Here, I'll be staying on board until I can clear up some of Jack's estate.
Have you any idea why your brother would have wanted to go to Reno?
Reno?
According to the police, they found an airline ticket to Reno in his pocket when they pulled him out of the water.
Here it is.
Aurora wins Gold Cup. Well, other than that, doesn't seem to be too much news.
Except for that story down there.
Inquest held in millionaire David Enright's death.
Big story at the time. He was found burned to death right in his own house.
Survived by daughter Tracy, sister Lillian. Search goes on for missing witness Selma Lawrence, the Enright housekeeper.
Your file have any more on that story?
Pretty much died with the inquest. But his sister, Lillian Enright, might be able to give you more. Lives down at the marina.
Maybe you could tell me a little something about your brother's death.
David? He was trapped in a burning room. But that was 12 years ago. I don't see what connection it could possibly have.
Well, for some reason, Jack Crandall was interested in that fire. Any idea how it started?
Nobody knew for sure.
What about the missing housekeeper, Selma Lawrence?
Well, I never subscribed to the theories that she went bonkers and put the torch to her boss. No, I have my own suspicions about that.
Care to share them?
As a result of my brother's death, his lawyer, Godfrey Wilde, became executor of the estate. It gave him complete authority to administer Tracy's inheritance.
Tracy, your brother's 12-year-old daughter.
Tracy hasn't been 12 for a long time, Mr. Jones. In fact, before she was to turn 21, when she would come into control of her own money, Godfrey married her. Does that give you the picture?
Kind of paints in the bare places.
It's all perfectly clear to me, as it must have been to Jack Crandall. Tracy's terrified of Godfrey. Obviously, he took advantage of that fear to bully her into marrying him.
So he could retain control of the money.
You don't think it's love, do you? He's twice her age.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Enright.
As long as I'm at it, there's one more thing. My apartment, you see, overlooks the marina parking lot. On the night that Jack Crandall died, I happened to be on my balcony.
Miss Wilde, did Jack Crandall tell you he planned to go to Reno?
Reno?
Can you think of any reason he may have wanted to go there?
I didn't know Jack very well. I liked him. He was the kind of person you could go to if you needed help.
Was he helping you with something?
He was trying to.
Something about your father's death?
No, of course not. That was years ago. It was about money, as a matter of fact.
Are you having financial problems?
My husband handles all of my financial affairs. Last year, he invested rather heavily in some land deal near Reno. Something to do with the highway they were supposed to build. Well, it all fell through, and I lost quite a lot of money. Jack was trying to find out if I could recover any of it.
Does your husband know that you asked Jack to help you?
No. No, he mustn't know. You see, he would think I was going behind his back, that I didn't trust his judgment.
Miss Wilde, this land, could you tell me where it is?
Well, it's all supposed to be rather confidential, but if... Godfrey, this is Mr. Barnaby Jones.
I know who he is. You're the private detective who is trying to make such a mystery out of young Crandall's death.
We're just trying to find out what happened, Mr. Wilde.
I thought the police already knew what happened. Crandall was drunk. He usually was. I'm afraid that that's all Tracy and I can help you with.
There is one related matter that you may be able to throw some light on.
What's that?
I hear that your car was parked at the marina the night Jack Crandall was drowned. Mind telling me what you were doing there?
I didn't tell him that. Whoever told you that is mistaken.
Are you sure, Mrs. Wilde?
Yes. You see, Godfrey couldn't have been at the marina. We were together all evening. Neither of us left the house that night.
So, Fred, I'm not gonna hurt you.
How'd you get in here?
I'm Steve Crandall, Jack's brother.
Oh. I heard what happened.
Now I know why Jack wanted to stay in Santa Carla.
Well, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, so if you kindly leave.
Why don't you just forget the act? I was going through Jack's papers and found his gas credit card receipts. Some had your license number on them.
All right. But please believe me, Jack was sweet and kind, but there was never anything between us.
Then what is there to hide?
You're being naive. I'm a married woman. People don't understand platonic friendships.
You really don't expect me to believe that?
Look, my husband's on his way here.
I don't think your husband's on his way here at all.
Well, Jack always said you were the cynic in the family.
He talked about me?
All the time. How you were the ambitious one ever since you were kids. How you used to walk him to school to see he didn't get beaten up by the older boys.
Sometimes they beat us both up.
But you'd never run home and complain to your parents.
We always fought our own battles.
You see, I do know a lot about you.
Now, after I got your name from DMV, I did a checking. This house must hold a lot of bitter memories for you.
Because my father died here. It's still my home. At least that's the way I think of it. I grew up here. I used to do my homework in this room. My father would be sitting in this chair. So long as I could turn around and see him there, I knew nothing bad could ever happen to me. Jack told me he used to feel the same way about you.
Did you ask him to investigate your father's death?
No. There was no mystery about it. The power failed. My father was lighting some candles in his study. The curtains caught fire. He was trying to put them out. They fell down on top of him. He was trapped.
Are you in the house then?
Upstairs asleep. Selma, the housekeeper, rushed in and got me outside.
I see. Do you mind if we went outside? This place really gives me the creeps.
Steve, knowing you through Jack and now finally meeting you, I feel I can somehow trust you.
What was Jack trying to find out for you?
Well, nothing really. Just about some land investments my husband made for me in Nevada near Reno.
That explains something. Never seen you again.
I hope so. Where are you staying?
On Jack's boat.
You'd like to see me arrested for murder, wouldn't you, Lily?
I merely told Barnaby Jones the truth. I did see your car.
And a lot of dollar signs, too. What is it this time, Lillian? Another trip to Europe or more cash to cover your bank loan again?
Inflation, Godfrey, it keeps us always in need.
But if you think turning that detective onto me is going to help you, forget it. It's not going to help you get 1 cent of Tracy's money.
Once you're put away where you belong, Tracy will be free to do exactly as she pleases with it.
You fool. Don't you know what would happen? All right, how much do you want? I'll give it to you out of my own money, but not Tracy's.
How much is it worth to you to stay out of prison?
Sometimes prison would seem like a relief.
You should have been sent there years ago.
For killing Tracy's father, you still believe that old lie?
You got rid of Selma Lawrence because she knew the truth.
Selma Lawrence? Yes, I did. Maybe it's time you knew the truth about Selma Lawrence, Lillian.
Reno? Isn't that in the desert?
No, it's in the mountains. Now, what I want you to do is check in at the land office there and see if they have a record of any real estate transactions involving Godfrey Wilde.
Okay, I think I could do that.
And Betty, remember the last time you went to Las Vegas? I had to wire you money.
Well, listen, Barnaby, I've learned my lesson. I mean, I am going to stay so far away from those one-armed bandits, you won't believe it.
Well, actually, I'm just a law student, Mr. Long. I haven't taken my bar exams yet, but it's a real break for me to get to know somebody with your legal experience.
Well, thank you, young man. Of course, my legal experience was mostly inside the office.
Well, from what I heard, you ran Godfrey Wilde's law firm.
32 years I worked for that firm. And here I am having to count my pennies.
Yeah, well, it seems to me Godfrey Wilde treated you pretty badly after all you did for him.
Not even a pension or profit-sharing plan.
Well, you weren't the only one who was sent out to pasture without a pension.
To whom are you referring?
The woman who worked for the Enrights, I think her name was Selma Lawrence.
What about Miss Lawrence?
Well, Godfrey had her fired. Packed her right out of the Enright house without even a month's salary.
Oh, no, he didn't. He was more than generous to her.
That's not the way I heard it.
I ran Godfrey Wilde's office. I know everything that went on there. A check was sent out to Miss Lawrence the first of every month.
Maybe we're not talking about the same person.
No. There was only one. Selma Lawrence. I used to send out those checks to Reno myself before I was forced to retire.
To Reno? You wouldn't happen to remember her address, would you?
I don't know what you're really after, young man. But I don't give out that kind of information. Thank you for the drink.
No, Barnaby. There's no record of any Nevada land deal involving Godfrey Wilde. Listen, I'll be landing back in L.A. In about 2 hours.
Betty, I'm afraid you're going to have to take a later plane. Jedediah was unable to locate an address on this. Want you to see if you can locate a Selma Lawrence living in the Reno area quietly, I imagine, and probably for the last 12 years.
Selma Lawrence. All right, I'll get right on it.
All right, tire snug, Tracy.
Okay, Steve.
You got it? Yeah. Good.
How'd I do?
You're a born sailor, Tracy.
Steve, I've had such a marvelous time. Please don't spoil it.
I'm sorry. But no matter how the chips fall, I can't call Barnaby Jones off the case.
Steve, I'm frightened.
Look, your husband won't lay a hand on you. I'll see to that.
Godfrey has a gun.
You threatening with it?
No, not yet.
How do you know he has one?
Last night I left my scarf in his car. I saw it in his glove compartment.
What kind was it? What did it look like?
I don't know. Small, flat.
Was it like the one Jack had?
I don't know, Steve. Please, it's not me. I'm frightened for. It's you.
Godfrey found out about you and Jack and killed him, didn't he?
I don't know. All I know is I want to be free of him. I want to be free of him.
All right. Let's help each other then.
How?
We'll both go to Jones and tell him what you know. Godfrey's threats, the gun.
No. No, Steve, I don't want what happened to Jack to happen to you.
Tracy, listen to me.
No, please, you listen. Now, Godfrey promised. He promised that if you got that detective to go away, he promised that he'd set me free. He wouldn't try to get me back, please.
Tracy, if you help Jones nail Godfrey, you will be free.
No, he'll kill you. He'll kill us both.
Tracy!
Hello?
JR, this is Steve Crandall. Is Barnaby there?
No, he isn't. He just took a hop over to Godfrey Wilde's house. Is there anything I can do?
No, that's okay. I'll go up there and talk to him myself.
He all right? Very lucky man, I'm told. A crash like that could have cost a cat 8 of his 9 lives.
How long before he can tell us what happened?
Who knows? He was unconscious when they got to him, still is. Couple of hours, couple of days. Excuse me, Mr. Jones.
You know, Barnaby, this seems like an easy turn. Must be going pretty fast to overshoot it. What is it? What'd you find?
Looks like a piece of taillight lens.
Barnaby, if that's from Crandall's car, that would mean he got a little help from behind going over this cliff.
I'm really quite tired of answering your questions, Mr. Jones.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, Mr. Wilde, you don't seem to be too surprised to find out that Steve Crandall's car just flipped off the road not too far from here.
Unfortunately, accidents seem to run in that family.
The facts don't point to an accident, Mr. Wilde.
I don't see what that has to do with me.
Well, I thought you may have been driving by and seen something. It might prove helpful. It happened around 1 o'clock.
No, I was here having lunch with my wife.
That's funny. I came by about that time to talk to you, but nobody answered the door and your car was gone.
You said that was 1 o'clock? Ah, yes, actually, we'd finished lunch earlier than that. Tracy dropped me off at the club and then took the car to be serviced.
You know, when we were driving up, we noticed that your car was still gone.
Well, actually, Tracy's still using it to keep an appointment with Derek to get her hair done. You know, if there's nothing else, I do have business to attend to.
Well, if there is, we'll get in touch with you. You can drop me off at the motel. Betty's due back from Reno about now.
Well, don't you think we better see if Tracy's alibi checks out with her husband's? You know, before they have a chance to compare notes.
Well, that's why you're going on to the beauty parlor. Ask Tracy if she'd like to come over for a drink later.
Well, thanks a lot, Speedy. Yeah.
Where you been, Betty? Gal at the airport said your plane landed an hour ago.
Oh, well, you know how airports are. I had to wait forever for a taxi. Oh, but I did find Selma Lawrence. Or at least I found out where she lives.
Did you see her or speak to her?
No, a woman beat me to it. Her next-door neighbor said that she saw Selma put some luggage into an old black limousine, and then they drove off.
An old black limousine with large white wall tires?
Yes, and California license plates. Do you know it?
Lillian Enright drives a car like that. Does one-armed bandage take all your money?
What makes you think that?
I saw that taxi that brought you here.
J.R. You weren't really baptized J.R., were you?
Yeah. My folks were frightened by a can of alphabet soup. Is this going to take long?
Not much. But really, this is a bore. I mean, if Mr. Jones wanted to see me, why couldn't he drop by the house?
He did. He tried. About 1 o'clock this afternoon, but you were out. Shopping, I guess.
No, I was sailing most of the afternoon.
Well, it sure was a nice day for it. Does your husband like sailing?
Not much.
Then he wasn't with you.
What Mr. Jones should have done is to call first to see if I was home. I mean, I just don't sit around the house waiting for detectives to pop out of the blue. What does he want?
Well, for one thing, to find out why you lied about knowing Jack Crandall.
I didn't want to lie. Steve made me do it.
Steve. Crandall.
Well, it really doesn't matter now. Now that Steve's dead.
Wait a minute. What do you mean Steve is dead?
Don't you know? It's been on the radio. He was killed in a car accident.
No. I haven't heard.
Poor thing. His brother know him. Derek, will you please come here and fix this?
What did you mean when you said Steve made you lie?
He didn't want Mr. Jones to find out that it was him, and not Jack, that I was Well, I can't really say in love with. I never really was in love with Steve. He was just a lot of fun, that's all.
How does Jack fit in?
I asked him for help. I needed someone Steve would listen to. He was so insanely jealous of Godfrey, even of Jack, as it turned out.
Now, wait a minute. Are you saying that he thought that his own brother was making time with you?
Yes. But I couldn't get him to believe that there was nothing between me and Jack. He came to me the night that Jack died, full of wild threats.
Against you?
No, against Jack. He said he was going to go down to the boat and settle it. Excuse me.
Stay tuned for the news. From Washington, the president's new economic...
I can't stay, Derek. How do I look?
We'll also have a report on the latest outbreak...
I couldn't have done better myself. How much do I owe you?
Oh, Derek, you're impossible.
First, police have identified Steve Crandall of Los Angeles as the man who escaped death in a freak auto accident on North Santa Carla Road. First news of the accident came in moments ago from our mobile unit on the scene. Crandall, the police say, owes his life to some hikers who happened upon the LA man trapped in the wreckage of his car earlier this afternoon. A rescue squad arrived moments later and rushed Crandall to the hospital, where he's reported in stable condition.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
If ever I'm in need of a detective, I know who I'd call.
Yes, may I speak to Mrs. Tracy Wilde? She had an appointment with Derek. Oh, thank you. She just left with J.R.
They're probably going directly to the motel bar. When Jedediah calls, I'll be with Lillian Enright. Tell him to wait.
I'll get you back to your car as soon as we're finished.
JR, there's something I'd like to get first before I speak with Mr. Jones.
Can it wait?
Well, it's a letter that Steve wrote after Jack died, and I think it might help him understand why he killed his brother.
Where is it?
I didn't want Godfrey to find it, so I hid it. Please, I'll show you where.
No, Mr. Jones, you're wrong. I haven't been to Reno in years.
The doorman downstairs said he helped you unload some bags this morning.
Charles? He drinks a lot, you know.
His description of the lady with you matches that of Selma Lawrence.
Vodka. Charles would like you to think it's mineral water, but it's really vodka.
Miss Enright, as a rule, I don't go to the police until I'm pretty sure what's going on, but...
Selma, would you come here, please? Selma, this is Barnaby Jones. He's a private detective, Miss Lawrence.
How do you do? I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I don't have to answer any questions.
Mr. Wilde has paid for your silence for a long time, hasn't he?
Mr. Wilde is paying for my retirement, if that's what you mean.
Maybe it would have been better had you answered these questions 12 years ago at the inquest. Then a young man named Jack Crandall might still be alive.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
But you do know what happened the night that David Enright was killed in that fire.
Whatever I know is between me and Godfrey Wilde and nobody else.
I understand that you were very close to Tracy after her mother died when she was 5.
Well, yes. I love that child very much.
Enough to protect her against anything?
Well, children always need protection.
Now that I've met you, I can see that you're not the type to take money to hide or for any other reason excepting to protect Tracy.
No.
And that's the reason you didn't show up at the inquest? Because you couldn't bring yourself to say that you knew that Tracy was responsible for her father's death?
Oh, Miss Lillian.
I think I'd better call Godfrey and tell him that we're coming over to talk to him.
Yeah, I remember it. I read about it in an old newspaper account. This is where you hid the letter, huh?
It's my home. I hide everything here. My thoughts, my dreams. Whenever I'm in trouble, it's the only place I know. I used to do my homework in this room. My father would be sitting in this chair. So long as I could turn around and see him, I knew nothing bad could ever happen to me.
Look, have you got the letter?
It's upstairs. Let me show you around first. This is where my father died. I was asleep when I heard him calling for help.
Asleep? But I thought the newspaper said that the fire took place a little after dark.
I came running downstairs. Smoke was coming out from under the door. Daddy! 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 Tracy, help me! Help me, Tracy! Tracy, but I couldn't help him. Selma stopped me. Held me back.
Selma? She was a housekeeper?
Yes. She and Godfrey were in it together. They both killed my father.
It was an accident. Tracy didn't mean to do it. She had lit some candles. The power had gone out. The curtains caught on fire. When her father tried to put them out, the burning curtains fell on him. Tracy lost her head. She ran out the door, closed it, pressed herself against it. She wouldn't even let Selma get in.
She wasn't trying to stop me from saving her father. She was just trying to close out that awful sight of burning and her father's pain.
The firemen had it out, and David's body was being removed by the time that I got there.
And that's when the lying started?
Right then and there. She was in shock. She felt that she had caused the fire, and in her panic, hadn't answered her father's cry for help. So she started blaming others. At first, it was Selma.
She even tried to poison me. Me.
So Godfrey paid off Selma, had her safely hidden away before the inquest.
So she couldn't testify against him?
Exactly. Then he packed me off to a mental clinic, tried to have me declared incompetent so that he could take over my inheritance.
At 12 years old? He would have needed a guardian in any case.
Don't you see how clever he was? He was trying to get me committed for life. That way he would control my money forever.
Less than 9 years later, you married him.
Yes. I didn't realize at the time what he was after until after we were married.
Her father had been my closest friend. So, of course, I wanted desperately to help Tracy.
How long has she been in therapy?
A little over 3 years. And as she grew older, I tried my own hand at trying to break down that sense of guilt.
Well, I remember Mr. Wilde calling me on the telephone and telling me how well the child was coming along.
And suddenly she wasn't a child anymore.
Yes. She'd grown into a beautiful woman. And I found I'd fallen in love with her. Excuse me. Hello?
Hello, I was given this number by the doorman at Miss Enright's building. Is a Mr. Barnaby Jones there, please?
Yes. One moment. It's for you.
Thank you. Hello?
Barnaby, I haven't heard from JR yet. Are you sure they were coming straight back here from the hairdressers?
Yeah, you tried a bar?
They're not there. I just went over.
I'll get back to you, Betty. Did Tracy have anything else to do today besides go to the hairdresser?
No. Something wrong?
I had an appointment with her and JR to talk, and they seem to have gotten lost.
Godfrey, if something's frightened her...
Yes. If that's so, I think I know where she'd want to be. Come with me.
Listen, I hate to keep pushing about this, but could you please run upstairs and get the letter?
All right. JR, I thought after telling you everything, you'd take pity on me. I don't want revenge. I thought I did. But I know now that all I want is to go away. Forget the past. Help me, please. Help me. Help me forget.
There never was a letter, was there?
No. I wanted to speak to you first. I knew Mr. Jones would never understand.
You heard on the radio that Steve wasn't killed. And you don't want to face Barnaby because you'd have to explain to him why you thought he was dead.
Oh, please, please try to understand. Please, Godfrey told me. He told me that he pushed him off the road. He must have thought he killed him.
Tracy, let's go.
No!
Tracy.
Shot!
JR? JR, I'm sorry. I don't have the gun anymore.
Tracy!
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! I didn't mean to hurt you.
It's all right.
JR followed me here. He said he wanted me. He tried to attack me.
Don't, Tracy.
Get an ambulance.
He was. I never told you this before, Godfrey, but I don't like this house. I haven't for a very long time.
Sure. Maybe it's time we sold it.
I think we better be going now.
Yes, Godfrey. You always know what's best for me.
I guess there are things you can't always protect someone from, no matter how much you love them.
Better have that looked after, Mr. Wilde.
Thank you for all your trouble, Mr. Jones.
Well, wouldn't be too much point in bringing her to trial, would it, Barnaby?
Not when she's already serving her sentence.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather. Mark Shera. With guest stars James Carroll Jordan, A. Martinez, Cynthia Avila, Taylor Locker, Ford Rainey. Tonight's episode, Deadly Homecoming.
Linda, I'm sorry. I hit a flat tire. Can you believe that this morning of all mornings?
It's all right, Tomas.
After 3 years, that's all the greeting I get?
Tomas.
Did the bus have air conditioning?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Want to see him treating my little sister right? I missed you.
No. Tomas, you promised to hold your temper.
I have. For 3 years, I've held my temper. Now that you're back, things are different.
It's no different.
Look, you're my sister. Who else is going to look out for you?
I should never have told you. No, please, Tomas. No more trouble, please.
Yeah. Come, I'm sorry. It's all right.
That pipe should have been hauled out there a week ago. Might lose half the alfalfa as it is.
Hey, Joe,
Climb down from there, will you? I'm getting a stiff neck.
Now, look, Michael, I'm running things around here, and I need some respect. If I don't get it from my own cousin, I'm sure not going to get it from the hands.
Anything you say, Joe.
Hey, I mean it.
Maybe your little brother will set an example for them. Anyway, he's one to talk to about the alfalfa.
I gotta talk to you, too. Let's go over there. Linda Aguilar is back.
Linda?
Well, had to happen someday, didn't it? Hey, look, don't sweat it. She's kept quiet all this time. What makes you think she's gonna talk now?
I think Tommy knows. You should have seen the dirty look he gave me in town.
Nick, you're a Sandell. Dirty looks go with the territory. Now, let's talk about something important. I told you to water the alfalfa last week. You better shape up, little brother. You're in big trouble.
Victor, give me a hand here, will you? Victor! Ah.
Joe was so young. I should have been with him.
Why do you say you should have been with him, Victor?
I always stable his horse every evening.
But you didn't that night.
Some horses got out. I was busy with the others, helping round them up.
Do they often get out that way?
Maybe once or twice.
Mr. Jones, I'm Michael Sandell.
Michael, Carmine's nephew. I haven't seen you since you were in knee pants.
If you don't need me, I get back to work.
Thank you, Mr. Witness.
Thank you.
De nada. Gracias.
Mr. Jones, I'm worried about Uncle Carmine. This accident with Joe, he's going overboard. Like he's obsessed.
Michael?
Mr. Jones can decide if I'm crazy or not.
I didn't mean that.
Get rid of this contraption.
Well, Barnaby, been a long time. I thank you for coming.
Carmine, I'm glad to see you again. I wish you'd work for a different reason. This must be Nick.
How do you do, sir?
Howdy. This is my associate, Jedediah Jones.
Come on, sit down.
Thank you.
Carmine, about that wheelchair. I hope it's nothing serious.
The doctor likes to fuss. Well, what did you find out?
This morning we went over the sheriff's report, and just now we examined the stall with your man Victor. Everything certainly points to an accident. Why do you think it wasn't?
There's no way my son could have been trampled to death by his own horse. I trained Joe to ride myself. He was a superb horseman, Barnaby.
Then you're saying it was murder?
What else would you call it? Somebody killed my boy.
Carmine, why would anyone have wanted to hurt Joe?
A rich man's son. That's all the reason some people would need.
Anything else?
Pop, maybe Mr. Jones and J.R.'d like a glass of wine.
Oh, of course. Forgetting all my manners.
Maybe later. We'd like to talk with the sheriff some more right now.
Find Joe's killer, Barnaby.
Do it for me, old friend.
Carmine, I'll investigate. We'll see what we come up with.
Sick, all right. I thought I told you to isolate this mare until the vet looked at her.
I know, but Nick looked at her and said she looked all right to him.
You did? Well, I'll just have to talk to him. You tell Victor to leave that mare in with the others?
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know what it is, but that mare's got something serious. I think it's infectious.
Well, who put you in charge, anyway?
Hey, look, you want to lose the whole herd?
I'll bet you'd like to be in charge, wouldn't you? Now that Joe's dead.
Hey, that'd be the day. Look, I'm only a poor relation. You're the one that's next in line. And right now, everything's going just fine for you, isn't it?
You saying I wanted Joe out of the way?
No secret you hated taking orders from him. No secret he was your father's favorite.
Is that what you started to tell those detectives back there?
Nah. I was just going to tell him to go look up Tommy Aguilar. Now, look. What if Linda hadn't clued him in until she got off the bus Tuesday?
Yeah?
You know, his hot head, he could have exploded like a firecracker and then come looking for revenge.
Well, if he's out for revenge, he's not finished yet. He'll come looking for you and me next. It'd be better if we found him first.
Barnaby was asking Carmine about who had motive. Michael started to say something, and Nick stopped him.
Sounds typical. Those two couldn't agree on the time of day.
Boys fight a lot, Sheriff?
Well, Nick and Joe could get into it pretty good. What the hell, they're still young.
What'd they fight about?
I believe Nick always felt Joe was a favorite son, especially since Carmine put him in charge of the whole place. Of course, Joe was the oldest. But you know how it is sometimes with brothers.
What about the nephew, Michael? Was he a fighter, too?
No, not really. Of course, he has to feel grateful Carmine took him in after his father passed away. Michael's a ranch manager. It's the same job his old man had.
That rivalry between the brothers, that ever show up for any other reason?
Sure, same reason wild stallions like to mix it up once in a while.
Oh? Any particular filly?
Donna Morgan.
Local talent?
Waitress. Santa Carlita Inn, just south of town.
Hey, Tommy, what's happening? I got work to do. We haven't seen you around for a while. Not to talk to, anyway. Yeah, what's on your mind?
We thought you'd been out to the ranch and maybe we just missed each other.
I wouldn't go near the place. Not even to pay your respects? You know Joe was killed.
Are you seeing something?
But Michael here was thinking that, maybe you did it. But I said, no, Thomas. What reason did he have? He had nothing against Joe. Nothing worth killing him over anyway. Isn't that right, Tommy? But then I remembered that, you didn't come to the funeral. Everybody in town was there but you. And your sister. She was missing, too.
Keep my sister out of it.
You know, I always thought she liked Joe. She did, didn't she, Tommy?
Why don't you get out of here?
You know, Joe always liked her. He was really crazy about Linda.
I don't want to hear you say her name.
Why not? Why can't I say Linda's name? Linda, Linda, Linda.
You know why not. You and your pathetic brother, all of you. After what you did?
He knows.
He killed Joe.
Now he wants to kill us.
Well, let him try it.
How about it, Tommy? We're next, aren't we, huh?
You want to get it on right now,
You
huh?
got it coming, I'll say that. And I think you better get out of here.
Hey, look at this. Oh, boy, here we go again.
You pulled a knife. You see that? Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb, Tommy. Because now we're going to have to defend ourselves.
All right, break it up. Now, I mean it. Put that thing away.
Get him off my back.
Put it away. When are you boys gonna grow up? That's what I want to know. Get out of here. Come on.
Sit. I mean it.
Get in there and get this thing out of here now.
Looks like this one-horse town has got more than its share of wild young stallions.
Yeah, I wonder who the guy with the knife is.
Maybe we better find out.
Don't you lie to me. I saw you fighting with them.
Like I told you, they started it.
Oh, sure. You're the big macho who wants revenge. And they came looking for you?
Uh-huh. That's right. That's exactly the truth. Whether or not you believe it, I don't know, but that's the truth. Hey. Listen. Look, I've been thinking about it. I think they were trying to find out if I knew about you and them. Yeah, they said I killed Joe. They said I did it because of you. For revenge.
Oh, Tomas. Tomas, did you?
Did I what?
Did you kill Joe?
Hi. I knocked at your door, but nobody answered. I hope you don't mind. I'd like to talk to you. I'm looking for Thomas Aguilar. Have the right place?
What do you want?
This must be Linda.
Who are you?
My name is J.R. Jones. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into the death of Joe Sandell.
Hey. Why don't you just arrest the horse? They say he did it.
Well, he may have had some human help.
It has nothing to do with us.
That depends on what the fight was about down at the feed store.
Man, we were just fooling around, that's all.
Do you always pull a knife when you're just fooling around? Look, what is it between you and the Sandell boys, anyway?
Has nothing to do with Joe.
Just Nick and Michael?
That's right.
You like Joe?
Yeah, sure.
Friends?
Yeah, what's the matter, man? Can't you hear?
I can hear. I hear good. It's just that I read something different on your sister's face.
Look, I think you better go.
It's okay. You don't have to pretend you're going to order. Just go ahead and ask your questions.
I guess you're on to me.
Well, I'll tell you. This town has an average population of about 83 and a half on a good day. Nothing much ever happens, unless listening to Alfalfa Grow turns you on. So when a private detective from the city comes to town, well, that's a biggie. I'm Donna Morgan, Mr. Jones. What's on your mind?
I think I'm beginning to understand what set off the sparks between the Sandell boys.
That's ancient history. But wasn't that a terrible thing that happened to Joe? You think it was murder, huh? Well, I guess you do, or you wouldn't be investigating it, right? Have you got any idea who might have done it?
I thought I was supposed to ask the questions.
I'm sorry. The fellas all say I never do know when to keep my mouth shut.
Is that what started the trouble between Nick and Joe?
Yep, that's what did it. I started sweet-talking Joe just to make Nick jealous. Dumbest thing I ever did.
I heard the fight was a dandy.
$300 worth of damage in here alone.
Made you feel good, huh?
Like a princess. Two men fighting over me? Hey, you're not thinking this had something to do with Joe's death?
Well, Cain killed Abel, you know.
Who?
A couple of brothers. You know a fellow named Thomas Aguilar?
I know all the fellas in town.
Any reason why the Sandell brothers may have had it in for him?
Other way around, maybe. He used to work for them until Joe fired him.
Anyway, the sheriff saw Tommy with the knife. It would have been self-defense, pure and simple.
They're gonna still want to know why he was coming after us, why he killed Joe. Nick, the whole story's gonna have to come out.
No way! Look, I've got to live in this town the rest of my life. That's different. You got no ties. You don't have to stick around here while these people rip you to pieces.
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna worry so much about what other people think. You're gonna let Tommy get away with killing your brother.
Still a lot of daylight left. You can do your paperwork later. I want to talk to you, Nick.
I thought the doc told you to lay off that stuff.
Sit down. I'm taking you out of the fields, Nick. You're in charge now. The whole ranch.
You mean that?
Michael will be overseer. Victor will move up to manager. You always thought I was partial to Joe, didn't you?
Oh, no, Pop.
Oh, you're right. I was. Only thing was, I didn't know it till he was gone. I always thought it was just because you were so different. Always giving me a hard time. Never giving a damn about this place. But I was wrong, Nick. Only reason you were like you were is because I was like I was. I'm sorry about it, son. Gonna try to make it up to you. I can't blame you if you hated Joe. That was my fault, too.
No, Pop. No. I never hated Joe.
I miss him, Nick. I really miss that boy. And I want the one that killed him.
Me too, Pop. Me too.
Nick said he was just asking Thomas why he and Linda were the only ones who didn't show up for Joe's funeral. Thomas went for his knife.
No. There's more to it than that. You could just feel the animosity between them. They didn't like each other.
Could that be because Joe fired Thomas?
Ah, no. That was 2.5 years ago. It would have come out before.
Why did Joe let him go?
I heard it was jealousy. You see, Thomas knew so much more about horses, it was embarrassing for Joe to keep him around.
There's something else. That Linda is all wound up, like a spring, you know?
Well, Linda's not a well girl. About 3 years ago, they found her wandering in the hills south of town. Really spaced out.
Drugs?
Thank you. Yeah. She was shaking, went stiff as a board, rushed her to the hospital over at Culverton. She just got back in town.
3 years.
Staying with relatives in L.A., so I heard.
When did she get back in town?
Last Tuesday.
Wasn't that the day Joe Sandell was killed?
I guess it was. You see a connection there?
Either a connection or a coincidence, one or the other.
Tommy! Come on, Tommy. I know you're here. Your truck's outside. Tommy! Come on, Tommy. Show yourself.
Why do you want Tomas?
Nick Sandell is dead. His body was found in the hay barn.
No. Tomas had nothing to do with it.
That's what we want to talk to him about, Linda. Did he or didn't he? Take a look outside, Roy. Where is he, Linda?
He's not here.
He's not here, huh?
They'll hurt him.
I don't think they want to do that, Linda.
He had nothing to do with it.
But his car was seen there.
He was gone before the fire started.
How do you know that?
Well, he phoned me. He was going to get something to eat before he came home.
What do you mean? He left his pickup there and he walked?
Down the street to the Starlight Cafe. You can ask them.
Well, there's no telling when that fire was started.
You're just like all the rest. Everybody wants to prove my brother's a killer.
We're just after the truth, Linda.
Sandell's truth? You're working for him.
Don't you think Carmine has the right to know who killed his son?
It was not Tomas.
Could you tell us anything that might help us to clear him?
Linda, look, we know you've been ill.
Who told you? Was that Donna Morgan, wasn't it?
It wasn't Donna. Were you at the inn that night? The night they found you wandering in the hills?
I don't want to talk about it. Please. I can't. Just go.
Better be right about this, Victor. I only said I think I know where Tomas might be.
Uncle Carmine, you don't have to put yourself through this. Victor and I can find him. We'll bring him back to you.
Besides, it is the sheriff's job.
The sheriff? If he hadn't been so sure that Joe's death was an accident, Nick might still be alive.
You promised me you would not hurt Tomas, or I would not have agreed to this. Tomas is my friend.
If your friend is innocent, he has nothing to fear from me. That's what I promised.
That does it. You're going back to the house. No. There are already 2 dead in the Sandell family. Do I have to drive myself?
Victor, call the doctor. Bring out the wheelchair. Hurry!
Sure I can't fix your breakfast?
No, thank you. We ate at the motel, but I could use a glass of milk.
Coffee's fine.
Just wanted to show JR here I can cook, too.
I'll just bet you can.
Hey, when you're through playing detective, why don't you come on back? Saturday night, this place really gets down.
Did you hear that Nick Sandell was killed last night?
Yeah, I heard it.
Donna, did something happen to Linda Aguilar in here about 3 years ago?
You sure dig deep, don't you? Yeah, something happened to Linda. Because she was looking for something to happen to Linda.
She come in here often?
Never saw her until that night. She homesteaded a table over there and waited for action.
She alone?
Oh, yeah. And she had that look in her eyes. You know, like the kids you see that just got off a bus in the city. Scared, defiant, looking for excitement.
Did you find any?
She found trouble.
A man?
Men.
Are you talking about Nick and Joe Sandell?
That's who you're trying to find out about, isn't it? And don't forget Cousin Michael.
He was there, too?
He was there, too.
Well, thank you very much for your help.
See you soon.
Hope so.
Good timing.
What do you mean good? It was perfect considering I drove all the way from Fairview Sanitarium. By way of Sheriff Simmons, he told me where you were.
Did you say Fairview Sanitarium?
Mm-hmm. That's where Linda Aguilar has spent the last 3 years, undergoing intensive psychiatric care.
Wait a minute, I thought she just checked into the hospital because she OD'd.
She did, on LSD and liquor. But 3 weeks later, they transferred her to the sanitarium.
Did you talk to her psychiatrist?
Mm-hmm. A Dr. Walker. He couldn't tell me much, or wouldn't. I have the feeling there's a lot more to Linda's story. Barnaby, something terribly traumatic has happened to that girl.
And I think it's important we find out what it was.
You think it has a bearing on the case?
It must have. Or why doesn't anybody want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about me at all. Here. Let's talk about this. I started it in the hospital. It's a sweater for Tomas.
Linda, we're just trying to find a killer. The quicker we do, the quicker your brother can come out of hiding. That is, provided he is innocent.
Running away only makes it worse.
Dr. Walker did not betray your confidence, Linda. So you're the only one who really knows whether your story will help Thomas.
That's just the point. Don't you see? It will make everyone sure that he's the one who killed them.
Maybe not. Maybe you just think it will.
Linda, won't you please trust us?
Linda, that night at the Santa Carlita Inn, I assume that's where the liquor came from. Where did the LSD come from?
Someone put it in my drink.
You actually saw him do it?
No. Dr. Walker explained it to me.
One of the Sandell boys?
It had to be. They kept me all to themselves.
Linda, it's very important that we know everything that happened that night. Won't you please tell us?
I had never been to a place like that. I'd never been allowed to go out. Now they couldn't stop me.
Your parents?
God rest their souls. My brother, he was the worst.
overprotect you? Enough to want revenge?
But he didn't do it. He promised me on our parents' grave. I told him that it was all my fault. That I had taken the acid myself. That I'd even asked for it.
Well, I sure would explain the bad feeling.
What did you do? Just stay there and drink?
And we laughed. It was more fun than I ever dreamt it would be. And then I started having this strange feeling. I was leaving my body. There it was. I could see it. But it wasn't mine anymore. And then... And then I couldn't remember anything else. Nothing at all. Until Dr. Walker made me remember. We were in a car, driving somewhere in the mountains. We stopped. They dragged me into a field. And, they raped me.
I'll look after her.
I'll see you at the ranch. She's right. It does point the finger at Thomas.
Sure sounds like the classic revenge motive, doesn't it?
If the motive holds up, Thomas isn't finished yet.
2 down and 1 to go. Michael.
We better find him.
You're right. My life is in danger. I've known that ever since Thomas pulled the knife on us.
When you and Nick were at the feed store.
Yeah, that's what that whole number was about. What happened to Linda? God knows we're sorry. I can't tell you how I've regretted it. Over and over.
Why do you suppose Thomas waited so long to take his revenge?
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
He didn't know then. I guess Linda never told him until she came home just the other day.
You mean the day that Joe was killed?
Right. That's why Nick and I went to see Tommy. To find out if she had told him and to try to make peace.
He did know.
Man, did he ever.
I guess I don't have to tell you to watch your step.
As much as I can, Mr. Jones. Only someone has to watch the ranch. Victor, you've got to help me find Thomas.
No. I will not betray him.
But you agreed to take Uncle Carmine out there.
That was different. He made me a promise.
Victor, Thomas wants to kill me, like he did Nick and Joe.
You do not know this.
I just want to make peace, that's all. Stop the bloodshed.
Por favor, do not ask this of me. He is like a son to me.
Okay. You go see him yourself. Tell him I'll meet him any place he chooses, and I'll come alone. It's his life, Victor. You cannot decide for him.
Oh, Mr. Jones? I'm Dr. Sloan. Carmine wanted very much to see you, but I couldn't allow it at this time. You ought to be in the hospital anyway.
He probably dug in his heels and won't go.
You seem to know him pretty well.
Yeah, we've been friends a long time.
Well, then I can tell you this. Carmine Sandel's a dying man. Before this tragedy to his sons, I gave him a year. Now, I don't know. Of course, he's pig-headed enough to make a liar out of me.
Did the boys know how sick their father was?
They were told. Carmine refused to accept it. Still does.
What about Michael? Was he told too?
All the relatives were told.
Dr. Sloan, you'd be a big help to us if you told us who the others are.
No others. Just the two boys and Michael.
And now there's just Michael.
The only one.
And you're sure about this, Doctor?
I should be. I've attended every birth and death in the Sandell family for over 40 years.
Thank you very much, sir. Jedediah, keep your eye on Michael. Don't let him out of your sight. There's apparently a very important question that we've neglected to ask Linda.
Well, tell him you looked and looked, but you just couldn't find me.
Are you sure, Tomas? Maybe you're wrong.
Better wrong than dead.
One thing I do know. The longer you hide, the worse it will be for you.
No. Not if I never go back. I saved my money, Victor. And I think Linda will be better off some other place.
Did you forget something?
I should have realized there were two parts to this thing. Linda, you explained how you were able to calm Thomas down by taking the blame for the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the other part. What did you tell him about the rape?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I never mentioned that. Never. He would have killed all three of them.
Barnaby, that means Thomas doesn't have a motive.
For anger, maybe, but not for murder. But somebody else does. I think that Thomas is the one in danger now. Where's he hiding?
I don't know. I really don't. But Victor, maybe he knows.
I suggest we find out.
Barnaby, I can't find Michael anywhere. He's gone.
Better call the sheriff.
Linda, what are you doing here?
Please, Victor, tell them where Tomas is.
We think Michael will try to kill him if he gets there first.
Well. You certainly are a hard man to get to see. Gotta have an appointment.
What do you want?
First off, I want that little pig sticker you carry in your belt. The knife! Come on! Come on! Slow. I have to make it look good, you know? I mean, you came on like El Toro himself. Before I had to shoot you in self-defense.
You killed him, didn't you?
No, Tommy. You did. Revenge. Only thing was, when you came after me, I got lucky.
It was Linda, right? It was the day Linda came home, that's when you got the idea.
You were a natural. It wasn't hard to get everybody thinking you did it. Only now I gotta make sure you're not around to prove you didn't. You can understand that, can't you, Tomas?
I can understand that, Michael. One thing I can't understand is how you could do something like that to Nick and Joe. That family took you in.
And worked me like any other hand. Well, now I'm not just a poor relation. Now when the old man dies, I'll be the only living relative, thanks to you. I said, get out of the car, now!
Hola, Michael!
Are you all right?
I don't have to shoot you.
Thomas, from what I've heard, you're going back to work for Carmine Sandell.
And what I've heard, he can't get a better man.
Oh, no. He just feels he owes me something because of what happened, that's all.
Carmine Sandell? Don't let him fool you like he fooled the doctor. He doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do, including dying.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather. Mark Shera. With guest stars Roger Perry, Charles Cyphers, with special guest star Michael Hershaway. Tonight's episode, Child of Danger.
Come on, what's taking you so long?
You don't want me to drop this stuff, do you?
Okay, just one more load.
Deep down, you know this job doesn't stand one chance in hell of working.
Jimmy, you gotta listen to me. With our records, the next time they'll throw away the key.
I'm sick of your noise and your whining. Now, you either shut up now or I'm gonna dump you right here.
Ease off, Jimmy. Take it easy.
Hey! Hey, you! Hey, what are you doing in here? Hey!
I warned you he'd try something.
Yeah, let's just get out of here. back to sleep, Charlie. It's okay. We're just clearing out of here.
Where's Uncle Jimmy?
We decided not to go into business together. So he took off.
His friend, too?
Yeah. We won't see any more of them. Now, come on. Get back in the sack.
I'm glad it's just the two of us, Dad.
So am I, Charlie. Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, can you fellas get that?
I...
No, never mind. I'll get it. Barnaby Jones Investigations. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to speak to Betty, well, I think her name's Jones now.
You're right. This is she.
It is? Doesn't sound like her.
Oh, really? How is Betty Jones supposed to sound?
Like someone who'd know about the Mumbo Jumbo Pizza Palace.
Don Hopkins, is this really you?
Well, the princess does remember the frog.
Don Hopkins? Good grief. Do you realize how long it's been since I've said that name?
Yeah, it's too long. We have a lot of catching up to do, lady.
Are you here in Los Angeles?
Well, it's just a stopover. What are you doing for lunch?
I think I'm meeting you.
Just tell me where and when.
Well, no, there's a restaurant near the office here, Cromwell's. It's on 7th. About half an hour?
Lady, you just made my day. Oh, and be sure and wear what I always adored on you.
What's that?
Your lovely face.
Goodbye.
Now, that is a faraway look if I ever saw one.
I just heard a voice that I thought I'd never hear from again, that's all.
Ah, Mr. Wright returns.
Oh, no. Don Hopkins was never Mr. Right. Oh, we dated a couple of times in college. We were friends, but he was a little too far out for me. He couldn't make me laugh.
Campus kook. Sounds familiar.
Listen, we're going to have lunch, so if you two will tell me what you want from the deli, I'll be happy to get it for you before I leave.
No, just have your reunion. Look it along.
It's worth more than $3,000. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. If I don't make it back by the end of the month, it's yours. If I do, you get your $3,000 back plus 500 interest.
Would you fall out of a tree or something? It's a piece of junk.
Oh, come on, Vince. All those months in that crummy cell. We always said, whichever one of us needed a friend. All right. I need one.
Okay. But what's the rush?
It's a deal I got in Utah. It's a strip mine operation with a guarantee of a payback in a couple of weeks. Now, I need the money to buy in.
Swear you'll be back?
I'm leaving you my camper. Now, come on, Vince. How about it?
Okay, I'm gonna need a couple hours to raise that kind of bread.
Sure. Oh, one more thing. Don't tell anybody I'm in town, okay?
Why should I?
All right. 2 hours right here.
Okay, don't forget the pink slip.
Where are we going?
I want you to meet a lady.
Another friend who worked with you in Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia. No, she's a friend I've known since college. As a matter of fact, you're gonna like this one.
You know, Charlie, I get the idea that perhaps your father doesn't feed you very often.
Sorry. I never talk with my mouth full.
Well, Don, you told me all about your geological work and all the exotic places you get to go to. What about you and your family?
You're looking at it. Well, there was something I didn't tell you before. Charlie's mother passed away about a year ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it was kind of rough, especially for Charlie. I was on a project in Saudi Arabia. Didn't hear about it until a few months later. They said they sent word, but they didn't.
It's terrible.
And we both missed her quite a bit, don't we, Charlie?
Yeah.
Poor little guy. He's still not used to me yet. You see, because the dumb authorities never reached me, they put Charlie through a game of musical foster homes for the past year until we finally caught up with each other.
And so now you're making up for lost time.
Yeah. And looking for a job. Stateside this time, so we won't have to be apart anymore.
Oh, that's nice. Have any prospects?
Yeah, a couple of possibilities. As a matter of fact, if you guys will excuse me, I'll go make a phone call, which just might solve all my problems. I want you two to get to know each other.
All right, Charlie. What should we talk about?
Whatever turned you on.
All right. Let's talk about you.
Waiter?
Yes, sir.
This is for my tab for my table, and the rest is for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Hey, Hopkins, over here.
Did you get the money? Oh, that's great. Vince, after we finish our business, would you do me a favor? Would you take this note over to the Cromwell restaurant and give it to my son? He's waiting there with a lady. It's very important to me.
Fake! Hopkins. Oh, it's a nice sunny day. Relax. Smell the pretty flowers?
We decided to give you a second chance, boy.
Yeah, no questions asked.
I don't want a second chance. I didn't want in the first place.
But we need you.
Reynolds, your plan is no good.
Sure it is. Don, now that you're with us again, see, old buddy, you really don't have a choice here unless you're tired of living.
Okay.
Attaboy. You did the right thing.
Hey, Vince, don't forget to get that note to my son, please.
Sure, don't worry.
Let me see it.
Just a note he wrote to his kid.
I said I want to see it.
Well, nobody fitting Hopkins' description has been hospitalized or arrested since noon.
That's a relief. Except what do we do now?
He said he just returned from Saudi Arabia, where he had a 2-year job as a geologist.
And he was checking into a new job.
It certainly doesn't make sense that any job could be that immediate that he couldn't even say goodbye.
Well, it's been about an hour since I called missing persons.
Oh, no, Barnaby, it's late. And you know Friday night traffic. You and JR, go on home. I'll stay.
I have a better idea. Why don't you call the exchange, tell him to give Don your number when he calls.
Oh, good. Then Charlie could stay with me until we hear from him.
Yeah, I'll call for you. Go on home.
All right, thanks.
We'll be in touch.
Still no word for him, right?
Charlie, sometimes business deals can be very complicated. People talk, time passes. I'm sure your father will contact us as soon as possible.
And if he doesn't, what happens then?
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen now. You are going to come home with me. And your dad can pick you up there, okay?
It's okay. You don't have to bother.
Bother? Charlie, it's no bother.
Why are you doing it?
Because your father's an old friend of mine. And you're a new one.
Right on the mark. It's 335 feet from the rear of the building to the first window facing the vault. Let me see the map again.
It's a waste of time.
Well, maybe if we did a little more calculating before the San Diego job, we wouldn't have messed it up.
Oh, well, all we needed was your little old secret weapon right here.
Look, I did time for passing bad checks. It's not exactly like busting open a vault.
Well, there's a first time for everything. All that demolitions experience you got in Nam, you could be the top soup man in the business.
I don't like your business. Besides, I have a son to think about.
All right, and this one job could take care of the both of you for life.
It's time to get something to eat and then get ready. We're going at 10 o'clock when everything's nice and quiet.
Hey.
We interrupt this program for a very important news bulletin.
Huh?
Dateline Betty Jones' apartment. A very reliable source reports that Charlie Hopkins is having trouble staying awake.
Who says?
I do. And as it's my apartment, I get to make all the rules.
You're not fair.
Oh, I'm not, huh? I'll tell you how it ends in the morning. I've seen it 5 times. There we go.
Well,
that is a nice, cozy bed.
Well, Dad says to be nice to you.
Oh, he does, huh? Hey, wait a minute. Wait, out. Don't you usually take off your clothes before you go to bed?
Not in a sleeping bag.
This isn't a sleeping bag.
All right. Now don't look till I tell you.
All right.
All right, now.
Okay.
Betty?
Yeah.
How come you don't have kids of your own?
Well, I was married once to a wonderful man. His name was Hal. We wanted children. Lots of them, but he died. And so it just didn't happen.
Do you miss him?
Yes, very much.
I guess missing people is just something you gotta get used to.
It's easier when you have good memories.
Eddie? Good night.
Good night, Charlie.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Jimmy. This way. You stay close and follow me. Come on, come on. Right about here. Let's go to work.
Come on, Hopkins. You're going to get your hands dirty.
I'm the specialist, remember? You just break through the wall. I'll take care of the charge. Besides, I have equipment to check out. Dynamite caps, wiring.
Okay, sucker. You asked for it.
No, Jimmy, don't. We need him. Understand? We need him.
I see. Well, thank you.
Anything?
Lieutenant Biddle just told me one place we could stop looking. Saudi Arabia. Or any other foreign country that Hopkins says he worked in the last couple of years.
You mean he wasn't drilling for oil?
Not unless they discovered it in San Quentin.
Barnaby.
It's only been out a few weeks.
What was the rap?
Bad checks.
Well, at least we know the real reason why he couldn't come back to get Charlie after his mother died.
This guy's an ex-con, and maybe he's mixed up in something again.
That's possible.
What?
Maybe Charlie's got some ideas that could help us.
Good idea. Let me get him. Charlie. He's gone. Charlie, come on, come on.
Let me go. Let go. Let me go. I'm not going back.
It's okay.
It's the law. That's what they put kids that don't have moms or dads. And I won't go back. I won't.
Charlie, I promise you that we're gonna find your dad. You hear me? Charlie? I give you my word, but you have to trust us.
Please, Charlie. We are your friends.
These business appointments of your father's, what kind of business?
That geology stuff, I think. I'm mostly waiting in the camp while they talked.
Well, who talked?
Uncle Jimmy and another man. I don't remember his name.
They want him to go into another oil deal?
Guess so.
Well, what did your father say to that?
He didn't want to do it.
So then did the men go away?
2 nights ago.
Didn't you ever see them again?
Dad said Uncle Jimmy was gone for good. Him and his grouchy friend.
Good work, Mr. Detective. Now, why don't you go check out the lab, see if there's any more cookies in there. And Jedediah and I'll take a run down to headquarters, see what else we can dig up on Hopkins.
Yeah, see if we can get some kind of a make on Uncle Jimmy and his grouchy friend.
And I'll take Charlie to lunch. I happen to know there is not another cookie on the entire floor.
Oh, I wouldn't share that cupcake.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd be about it.
All right, specialists, do your stuff.
I already know what I want. A double bango burger and a super bango milkshake.
Listen, I'm on a limited budget. Charlie, have you been here before?
No, but Dad and I stopped in the same kind of place 2 days ago.
But it wasn't this place.
No, it was right near the ice company, where Dad and Uncle Jimmy went to see about some night work.
Ice company? You mean where they make blocks of ice and ice cubes?
I don't know. The sign said I-C-E. Doesn't that spell ice?
It sure does. I wonder what they were doing there.
Getting a job, I guess.
Honey, can you remember anything about the building? I mean, was it a big building?
Yeah, kinda.
Can you remember anything else? I mean, did they have smokestacks? Was there a parking lot? Did they have...
There was a big parking lot, but not many cars in it, though. Just big orange machines, you know, the kind they use when they're gonna build streets and stuff.
Earth-moving machines. A construction company, was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
That phone booth right over there. Does the International Construction and Engineering Company sound familiar to you?
Yeah? I think.
Hand me the padding. All right, that's it. Better get someplace safe.
Yeah, well, we go where you go.
All right, all right. Just afraid somebody driving by will hear the blast.
Yeah, well, we'll take our chances on that.
Yeah, this is the place.
Hi. Can I help you folks?
Oh, well, I hope so. I'd really like to talk to your director of personnel. We're trying to locate a couple of friends of ours who applied for a job here a couple nights ago. I was hoping maybe I'd get an address off of one of the applications.
Night, did you say?
Yes, Thursday night.
You got the wrong yard, ma'am. This place closes promptly at 5 o'clock every day. And it sure couldn't have been Thursday night, because that was the night of the robbery.
Gee, what robbery?
Oh, some thieves. They broke into the warehouse. 3 of them, they said. They stole some digging tools and some dynamite.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't done by any of my friends. I'm sorry to have bothered you. Thank you very much.
That's quite all right.
Oh, would it be all right if I used your phone?
Sure. Help yourself.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Dad wouldn't have stole those things.
Of course not, honey.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he saw the robbers.
Yeah, well, maybe that's just what happened.
There's a call for you, Mr. Jones, the second line.
Oh, thank you very much. When does Lieutenant Biddle come back?
Oh, when he's called to the inspector's office. Sometimes we don't see him for weeks.
Well, when you talk to him, tell him thanks for the courtesy. Barnaby Jones.
Thank heavens I found you, Barnaby. I think I pinpointed one of those business appointments Don and his friends had.
Yeah, where?
I think they broke into a construction yard out here in Burbank a couple of nights ago. Stole some digging tools and dynamite. Does that make any sense to you?
It does when you put it next to something Jedediah just dug up about Hopkins. Seems he was a demolition expert in the Army. His last cellmate at San Quentin was a bank robber named Jimmy Dorset.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah, it could be. Dorset and another ex-con are the prime suspects in an attempted bank robbery in San Diego a couple of weeks ago. They used too much explosive and botched the job.
Oh, no. Don's with them, and it could mean they're planning another bank robbery.
Yeah, it could be. Jedediah and I are finished here. We'll see you back at the office?
All right, we'll see you there later. You said that other drive-in was near here. Do you think your tummy might be able to find its way there?
I suppose you told the police you think my dad's a robber.
Honey, I was just talking to Barnaby.
I suppose you told him.
Only that maybe, just maybe, your father's mixed up with some very bad men. And we think it's very important that we find him as soon as possible for his own good. Will you help? Come on. Charlie, did his Uncle Jimmy ever mention anything about a bank?
No, he never talked about that. But he took me to this coin place once. And he took me up to this lady and asked her a lot of questions.
About what?
He said he was going to buy some coins for me, but he never did.
You wouldn't by any chance remember the name of the coin place, would you?
No.
Was it near here or far away?
I think it was around here somewhere. I remember we passed the airport.
Do you think you could find it?
Yeah.
Let's drive around and see if you can.
Why? How's finding a dumb coin place going to help us find my dad?
Well, I'll tell you, Charlie. Half the battle with the detective business is finding clues. And once you find one clue, it always leads to another clue.
Give me the pad.
This is it. We're gonna be rich.
There, that's the place. I remember it now.
All right, Charlie. I want you to stay here, and I'll be right back.
Why can't I go with you?
Please do just as I say.
Find anything?
Not a thing. I'm gonna have to make another phone call.
Betty? If you found my dad and those men here, would it mean they were robbing that place?
No, honey, not necessarily.
But Dad said he didn't want to be in business with them.
Charlie, do you think your father was afraid of them?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they're forcing him.
What?
Oh, nothing, honey. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's no one there. Listen, while I make a call into the office, I want you to order us 3 triple bangos and a couple of shakes, okay?
Barnaby Jones Investigations.
Barnaby, this is Betty.
Betty, where are you? I thought you were coming back here.
I'm at the Parkhurst Coin Exchange on Fairlawn Drive.
What are you doing there?
Well, I'm very much afraid I've found the place that Charlie says his father and Uncle Jimmy were very much interested in.
Are they around there anywhere?
No, I checked the back and the front. It's deserted. They're closed on weekends. If this is the place, I'm quite sure they haven't broken in yet.
I'd go along with that except for one thing. The equipment you said they stole was not for breaking in, it was for digging.
Oh, Barnaby, I bet you're right.
You and Charlie stay out of sight. We'll be right over. Come on, let's go.
Nice beach. Why don't we take a break? Why don't we get out? The longer we stay here, the better the chances are of us getting caught. Who's gonna catch us? Nobody knows we're here. I keep thinking we might have tripped one of those alarms. Then they'd have been here a long time ago. Well, maybe they are and we don't know it. There could be a dozen cops just outside that door waiting for the manager to come down and open up the phone. You don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me, sir. Did you see a little boy got so high?
I didn't see anybody.
But you had to. I sent him over here to order 3 triple bangos and a couple of shakes. He had a striped T-shirt.
Lady, I said I didn't see him. Now, what do you want on your hamburger?
Oh, no, I don't want any hamburgers. Charlie?
Yeah. That's it. We got enough. Let's go. Are you crazy? Look at all those. There could be millions in there. I don't care. We're not pushing our luck. Let's go. Okay. Okay.
Hey, it's daylight. Don't forget the helmets.
Charlie's disappeared. I can't find him anywhere.
Where'd you see him last?
Over there.
I'm gonna look over here. Okay, let's move it.
Dad!
Charlie,
You were robbing that place, weren't you?
what's going on? What the hell's he doing here?
I know you robbed it. I know.
How did you get here?
With Ben.
We can use the kid. We'll take him. You don't touch him.
Crazy Hopkins. Charlie, get out of here! Charlie! Charlie, get out of here! Hold it right there. Drop it. Back up.
I'll get an ambulance.
Are you all right?
It's okay, Charlie. It's okay.
Will you be going back to jail now?
Looks like I might not have to.
Yeah, Barnaby's working on it, Charlie.
That's right, Charlie. Those 2 men confessed that they forced your father to help them.
And he may get a suspended sentence. And you two can pick up just where you left off.
And Charlie, I'm never going to leave you again. I've never said that before. But I mean it.
Sure, Dad.
Well, you two have a lot to catch up with. We'll be moving along. Good luck.
Thanks again.
We'll miss you, Charlie. Will you send me a postcard now and then? I know everything's gonna be just great for you now. You and your dad are gonna have a super life together.
That is, if he doesn't decide to leave again.
Oh, honey. That's what's been bothering you, isn't it? Well, don't you give that another thought. Because something very special happened out on that street today. I'd give anything if I could explain it to you. Your father offered his life for you. You can't love anyone any more than that. Hey. Don't forget those postcards.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen, also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Bernard Barrow, Andrew Parks, John Getz. Tonight's episode, The Scapegoat.
Again.
A guy has a couple of drinks, and the only living saint in California has him down for a lush. How about a nightcap?
Nightcap? It's a lucky thing for you my parents are out of town. Otherwise, Dad'd break your neck.
Junie, you don't mean this stuff about not seeing me again.
Yes, I do now. Come on. Come on, get out of here.
Gotcha.
Oh,
scratch me.
It's just a little scratch.
Johnny! Hey! Come on, Johnny! I love you. I'll see you in the morning.
Dewey, what the devil are you doing here?
In flagrante delicto, they say in law school. Caught in the act. Didn't Walt come home with you?
Walt, well, he just left. Are you going to tell me what you're doing here?
Well, you know, me and my practical jokes, I figured I'd slip in ahead of you and Loverboy and throw a scare into him. Figured he'd swear off the bottle for good.
Well, you sure scared me. My heart nearly stopped.
I'm sorry, hon. I figured we'd all get a good laugh out of it, but I guess I arrived too late.
Wow. Between two goofballs like you and Walt, a girl could end up just... Dewey, what's going on?
Wow. Look at that. We better check out the rest of the house, June. Looks like somebody's been breaking in.
Oh, Dewey, it's you, isn't it? You've stolen Dad's coins.
Hey, come on, June.
No, it's true. Look at yourself. It's that stardust you're on, that coke.
Okay, I'll put them back. How's that?
Throwing your life away like this, stealing like a common thief.
Look, I said I'd put them back. I'll pay for the glass. Isn't that enough?
Okay, Dewey. Sure, I'll swear nothing happened.
You're gonna blow it all for me, aren't you? You're gonna get me thrown in prison.
No. No, Dewey, I won't say anything.
I'll die if they put me in jail. I'll die.
Dewey?
Hi, Dad.
I thought you'd be home studying. Don't you have that property law exam coming up Monday?
Yeah, Dad, I thought a little walk would clear the cobwebs.
Jump in. I'll drive you home.
Thanks.
I tell you the truth, Walt, I don't like getting in the middle between you and June. It's just gonna make things worse.
JR, she respects you. She'll listen to you.
All right, but if I blow it, don't blame your attorney.
Just tell her that I know what kind of a dummy I've been, all right? And I promise I'll stay off the booze as long as I live.
Maybe the bell doesn't work. Why don't we...
Hey, Walt,
Hi, Louise.
why are you making all that racket? It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, some people like to sleep in on Sundays.
Yeah, look, June and I are supposed to go sailing with some of the gang this morning. Could you tell her I'm waiting? And tell her that JR is with me? Huh?
JR? Yes. Sure. Oh! Oh, my God.
No. June?
All right, Mrs. Dalton, thank you. Think of anything else, give me a call, huh? You can go ahead. Hi, Gordon. Well, I've heard of lawyers chasing ambulances, but don't you think jogging clothes are a little too much?
Well, I live just around the corner. Huh. Who was that?
June Nelson. Do you know her?
Her father's one of my best friends. What happened?
Well, the way it looks now, she surprised a burglar last night, robbing her father's gold coin collection.
We just hadn't had that fight. If I'd stayed with her. I know if. Walt, there's nothing else you can do here. Come on, let's go.
Mr. Eldridge. Just a couple more questions before you go, if you don't mind.
I'm tired of these questions. Can't I go home? Come on, Lieutenant, give him a break. He was in love with her.
This isn't exactly fun and games for me either, J.R. We haven't been able to find any sign of a break-in. You're sure Miss Nelson locked the door behind you after you left last night?
Yes. I tried to get back in. If I had, maybe she'd be alive right now. Take it easy, Walt.
Just one other little thing here. Mrs. Dalton, the housekeeper, says that you and Miss Nelson were having a few problems. Fights about your drinking too much. Seems she told Mrs. Dalton that she was actually afraid of how violent you get sometimes when you're drunk.
I could deck you for what you're thinking.
Does have a pretty good temper, doesn't he?
Like I said, he was in love with her, Lieutenant.
Yeah. Be with you in a minute, Gordon.
Mr. Lassiter? J.R. Jones. Dewey introduced us when you were giving your lecture on the McNaughton rule.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Excuse me. Walt, wait a minute.
Dewey, get up.
Oh, what's the panic, Dad? It's Sunday.
Dewey. June Nelson's dead.
June's dead? What are you talking about?
She was murdered by a burglar who broke into the house last night and stole Ben Nelson's gold coin collection.
Oh, no. That's awful.
Police say it happened about 1 o'clock this morning. Just about the time I picked you up outside the Nelson house.
Yeah, you'd have thought that when I was passing by the place, I would have noticed something.
No. You weren't just passing the house. You were just leaving it.
Leaving it? What do you mean, leaving it?
Where is it?
Where are you hiding it?
Hiding what?
Speedballs, gold dust. Coke. Whatever the hell you call that poison that's turned you into someone I don't even know anymore.
I told you I wasn't snorting coke anymore. Didn't I swear to you I would never use that junk again, didn't I?
Yeah, just like you swore you'd stop stealing to pay for the rotten stuff.
Swore you'd stop breaking into houses. Swore. On the memory of your mother.
You think that I killed June?
Oh, please, Dewey, no more lies.
Dad, June and I grew up together. How could you think that about me? Gotta believe me, Dad. Please?
Okay, son. I'm sorry. I had to put it to you. I had to find out.
Okay.
Well, you better get dressed. Ben and Ellen Nelson are coming back from New York this afternoon.
What is that?
Oh, my God. Now, wait a minute, Dad. It's not what you think it is. These are by Nelson. No, those coins are mine. I got them from a guy last night.
Liar!
I didn't mean to kill her. I was only trying to stop her from calling the police. That's all. I panicked. I swear, Dad, I didn't mean to hurt her.
Oh, Dewey. What am I going to do?
Help me, please, help me.
I don't know how.
You'll think of a way, Dad. You always do.
Barnaby, do you think that the insurance company is going to want you to stay down in San Diego longer than 2 days on that warehouse fire?
Not unless I find some evidence of arson. Well, Jedediah, you look like a fella who didn't do too well in his property law examination.
Oh, I did okay, I guess.
Doesn't look as though you've had much sleep. Cramming for the exam?
No, I was up half the night with Walt. June's death really put him away.
Well, listen, why don't you go on home, sack out. I can hold down the fort here. Barnaby Jones Investigations.
It's a good idea. I think I will.
Just a second, please, JR. It's Walt Eldridge. He's down at police headquarters.
Walt, what's up? Okay, sure. I'll be right over. Goodbye. They just picked up Walt for questioning. He wants me to be there.
No offense, Jedediah, but don't you think he'd be better off with a full-fledged lawyer?
Come on, Barnaby. Walt's a long way from needing a lawyer. Besides, half a lawyer's better than none.
We haven't had time for comparison tests yet, but Mr. Eldridge himself admits that those skin and blood particles found under Miss Nelson's nails probably belong to him.
So June scratched me, so what?
Lieutenant, it's already been established that Walt and June argued a bit. But they were just lovers' quarrels, you know.
JR, you're in here on a pass because you're his friend. Just as soon hear it from him.
When I left June, she was alive. That's all I know.
Whatever happened to the burglary theory?
Well, it's possible, you know. Just possible those gold coins were stolen to make it look like a burglary.
Oh, that's a lie.
Take it easy, Walt.
That temper of yours is not helping you any. You know that?
Sorry, I just don't
What's going on out there?
Take your time, gentlemen.
What is your interest in this case, Mr. Lassiter?
Have you been retained by the Eldridge boy?
Come on, Gordon, give us a break.
Gentlemen, just give me a few minutes and I'd be glad to answer all the questions you want to throw at me.
What are you doing here, Gordon?
Well, my son Dewey tells me one of his classmates might need some legal advice. Finding him in your clutches, John, apparently he does.
You mean you're here to represent Walt?
If that's all right with you, son.
Even if I needed a lawyer, Mr. Lassiter, I couldn't afford you.
Justice is served, Walt, not bought.
It's a little like killing a fly with a sledgehammer, isn't it, Gordon? I haven't even charged Walt with anything yet.
It's that yet we have to eliminate from your thinking, John. Mind if I have a private chat with my client?
I'm not holding him. He's free to leave.
I'd like JR to be in on this, okay?
Absolutely. 2 lawyers are better than 1.
Lieutenant, I think you better start looking for that burglar again. We've got the best defense attorney in the country on our side now. Mr. Lassiter, hello. I hope you don't mind us dropping by this late.
Not at all. Come on in.
Hello, Mr. Lassiter. I'm Nancy Bracken.
I met you at Dewey's New Year's Eve party.
Right, yeah. Well, Dewey's in the study.
Hi, Dewey.
Nancy?
Isn't it just awful about June?
Actually, Mr. Lassiter, we're here to see you. It'll only take a minute, but it's pretty important.
All right. Should we step in there?
Sure, thank you.
Well, JR, what's this all about?
It's about Walt's temper.
Yes. I've already cautioned Walt. The police think he might have killed June in a drunken fit of anger.
Well, sir, I think we can take the heat off Walt by completely disproving that theory.
Oh? How?
With Nancy's help. She can tell the police that June was always threatening to leave Walt, and each time they just get back together again.
Except the last time. It can be effectively argued.
Not if we can establish a long-standing pattern of behavior. Nancy?
It's true, Mr. Lassiter. Oh, June would tell Walt she'd never see him again, things like that. And they'd split up for a few days. Then one of them would pick up the phone, and they were right back together again.
You see? I mean, why would the threat of a split turn Walt into a killer when each time things would turn out okay?
The point's well taken. Nancy. I gather you knew June well.
We were best friends.
Well, did she tell you that she and Walt fought? Not just verbally. I mean physically.
You mean like a punch-out?
Yes, I'm thinking of a recent incident Walt told me about. Just a few weeks ago, June got jealous of a girl Walt was flirting with. Did she tell you she threw a beer glass at him?
Yeah, sure. But throwing isn't like hitting.
But the threat of violence is the herald of violence to come. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know what you mean.
Didn't June say she got so angry at Walt that night, she asked another boy to drive her home?
Yes?
Now, hold on, Mr. Lassiter. Nancy's on our side.
Well, we'll see about that. Now, Nancy, in your own words, tell us what happened next.
Walt got mad, too. And he told her to get out of the car.
And she said no, that they were through. Now, what did June tell you Walt said to that?
That he'd break her neck if she ever left. But he didn't mean it. He was always...
That's enough.
Now, wait a minute. You can't dismiss a good character witness like that. Let her testify to Walt's attitude at the time and his tone of voice.
He said he would break her neck. Now, that's all the police or a jury, if it should ever come to trial, would have to hear. His attitude, his tone of voice. Irrelevant.
All right, okay. I'll try and dig something else up.
Don't misunderstand me, J.R. I'm used to working with my own investigators. Professionals who don't waste time developing leads that go nowhere. So, I'll try to dig up something else for you to do.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Lassiter. Dewey? We'll find our way out.
I'll be in touch, J.R. Sure, he's just not answering his phone. I mean, you see his car around anyway.
No, I think he's probably over at JR's.
Whistle if you hear anyone coming. Did she get a look at you?
I don't think so.
Let's get out of here.
Holy cow, what happened?
I don't know, Mr. Smithers. I put my money in, I turn it on, and boom, I get April showers.
What's this?
I don't know. Hey, those look like gold.
8 $20 double eagles.
Who could they belong to?
This guy I read about in the papers, he had 8 of these. Operator, get me the police.
Well, Barnaby, I hate to drag you all the way up here from San Diego, but I don't quite know how to handle a living legend like Gordon Lassiter.
Sure it's not a case of you being ticked off at Lassiter for pushing you aside?
Well, I hope it is just my ego, if only for Walt's sake.
That's all there is to it. After I left June that night, I came straight home sacked out.
What about 2 Wednesdays ago? The night of the 17th between 7 and 9. Remember what you were doing then?
Wednesday. I have a night class in logic on Wednesdays, 7:30 to 10.
Yeah, I take the morning class. What about Monday the 2nd, about 10:30 in the morning?
Like today, I guess. I was either cleaning the pool or taking out the garbage. What do those times have to do with anything?
According to the insurance reports, there were some other burglaries in June's neighborhood on those days.
The idea is to pinpoint whether or not it was the same burglar. And if it is, you are home free, my friend.
Excuse me.
Mr. Eldridge, placing you under arrest for suspicion of murder in the death of June Nelson.
John, you sound as sure of yourself as a man who's read tomorrow's newspaper.
Maybe. These were found hidden downstairs in the laundry room.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mr. Eldridge, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and to have an attorney present during questioning.
What?
How'd it go?
Not bad if you end up saving the taxpayers the cost of a trial.
You mean he wanted you to plead guilty?
You've got to be kidding. I told him no way. I got to go for broke.
All right, Eldridge. Let's go.
Oh, what's the story, Barnaby? Lassiter certainly didn't build up a reputation by giving up without a fight.
Maybe working for nothing has lost its charm.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to throw in the towel. Listen, why don't we go over to Walt's apartment building and check that manager's story?
You go ahead. I'm going to see if my friends in robbery have anything on those burglaries in the Nelson neighborhood.
Okay, see you later. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Me or the dive?
Well, Cindy, diving is not one field in which I'm an expert.
Uh-huh, you already know my name. That makes you an expert in picking up girls then, huh? Tell the fellas, you can't win them all.
Wait a minute. I'm not trying to pick you up, honest.
Adding insult to injury, huh? Bet you make a lot of friends that way.
Look, my name is J.R. Jones. Your manager pointed you out to me, and I just want to ask you a couple of questions about the guys you saw in the garage last night.
Why, you a cop?
No, I'm not a cop. I'm a friend of Walt Eldridge.
Oh. Walt's arrest have anything to do with this?
It might. Do you remember what the guys looked like?
Well, there were 2 of them. I didn't see much of the one who hid in the laundry room. And the other, I just got a quick flash of him ducking behind a car.
Tall, short, fair, dark what?
Kind of medium height, nice build, fair-haired. Could have been 22, 26.
Do you think you could identify him if you saw him again?
It's pretty dark. I don't know. Maybe.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. And I know Walt does, too.
Hey, don't go away thinking you have to lose them all either.
Never entered my mind. How you do? Where's your old man? I want to talk to him.
My old man?
What's so funny?
My old man.
What are you laughing about?
Don't you know Gordon Lassiter's a god? You don't refer to God as your old man. You don't just talk to him. You kneel there at his shrine and worship him.
Dewey, what are you on?
I guess I must have sopped up a little too much beer at lunch. Dad'll be home in a little while. What's it about?
Did he tell you that Walt's been busted?
Yeah, those coins. Dumb, wasn't he, leaving evidence like that around his own apartment house?
I see. You two already have him tried and convicted, huh?
Hey, now, wait a minute. Walt's my friend, too. But, those were the coins from the Nelson house. There's no doubt about that, is there?
Which means that whoever killed June probably knew Walt, too, and knew that he'd make a terrific patsy.
Frame? Why? If it's just some burglar, why would he go to all the trouble of hanging it on Walt?
Well, I don't think we're dealing with an ordinary burglar here. I think this is the same guy who's been ripping off this neighborhood for the past couple of months. Somebody who knows his victims personally. Now, I figure that June must have come in on him, recognized him, so he killed her. And then to take the heat off of himself, he framed Walt.
Wow. If you could only prove that.
Well, there was a girl in the garage last night who says she saw somebody in the laundry. My hunch, it was the guy who planted the coins.
Are you saying she actually saw him do it?
No, but she said there was another guy with him. And there's a chance she can recognize him. And if he turns out to be our neighborhood burglar, you know the rest.
But, so dark in that garage, especially near the elevator. How could she have gotten such a good look at him?
Well, she says she saw enough to know that he was mid-20s, medium height, fair. How did you know it was dark by the elevator?
Well, I drove over to see Walt a couple of nights ago and parked there. Maybe one of the lights was out.
I gotta go. See you later.
JR. Well, you should have told me you were coming by. What's up?
Well, I think Dewey will fill you in, Mr. Lassiter.
Why was JR here?
I think he knows.
Knows what?
That I had something to do with it.
You're flying again. How can you know anything when you're like this?
Famous Lassiter intuition, that's how. That girl in the garage last night, she pointed him straight at me, and now he's gonna keep digging until he has it all.
First June, then Walt, now young Jones. Once it starts, there's no end to it, is there?
JR?
He's left us no alternative, has he?
Barnaby, all of the victims of the burglaries in June's neighborhood were friends of the Lassiters. Now, I'm telling you, Dewey is our man. He's got to know the layout of all of those homes.
Oh, boy. Before you go galloping off on that horse, let's see that you got a saddle under you.
All right. Exhibit A. Dewey telling me that he had too much beer is baloney, because I checked with a guy at school and he backs me up that he's been snorting coke, and a lot of it.
I know it. Lassiter is a rich man. You're going to find it hard to convince people that Dewey's going around committing all these robberies to get money.
Yeah, but Betty, you are talking about money. I am talking about money. Like maybe $1,000 a week cocaine habit. Now hear me out, just hear me out. Exhibit B, Lassiter telling Walt to cop a plea for what?
The coins were found in Walt's building.
Circumstantial, Betty. Any good lawyer could neutralize evidence like that in a minute, and Lassiter is the best.
Speculation. Now, most people are not going to accept the notion that Lassiter's doing it to protect Dewey.
Why not? What better way to save his son than to pin it on Walt?
It's a very interesting theory, but there's nothing in it we can show the police.
All right. That's where that old solid gold watch of yours comes in, Barnaby.
Are you speaking about my grandfather's gold watch?
Look, I figured that Dewey had to have a fence for all the stuff that he's been ripping off from those houses. And I've been asking around. I've got this line on a guy who deals exclusively in the unique kind of collector's items that were stolen.
Are you suggesting that we use my grandfather's watch for bait?
JR, it's an heirloom.
All right. It was just an idea. You know, I figured that the only way we could force Dewey's hand and get the evidence was to connect him to the burglaries through his fence. I hardly think that this sundial of mine here would impress anybody.
Jedediah, I'm willing to make many sacrifices in the interests of justice, but losing this watch is not one of them.
Barnaby, I promise you that I will take care of this. And if I don't, you can count on one thing. I'll kill myself. Thank you.
That's a beauty.
Yeah, chariot of the gods. Yes, sir. 32,000 bucks, and you know what? They throw in a set of tools.
That's what they tell me. Easy Eddie is the classiest guy in town. Only deals in top quality merchandise.
That's what they tell who?
J.R. Jones. You know, I can see they're right. You're a man of taste and discernment.
Yeah, my papa always told me, watch your pocket, boy, the minute they start saying nice things about you. Who is this stay that's spouting off with all those honeyed words?
Guy I know at school. What do you think?
Handsome timepiece indeed.
Uh-huh. They tell me it's worth over $3,000. And this is just a small example of the kind of items I can supply.
Who sent you, my man?
I can't really say, I promised.
Well, then I would say you're involved in highly illegal activities of which I want no part. Beat it.
All right, okay. Dewey Lassiter. He told me that you deal merchandise for coke.
Dewey Lassiter. No, I'm afraid he's not an acquaintance of mine.
Look, I don't need anything right now, but I'm telling you, in a couple of days, I'm going to really be hurting bad.
Well, just in case I run into someone who might be interested, where can I reach you?
555-9134. You can call me anytime. If you got a pen, I'll write it down for you.
Won't be necessary. Got it. Have a nice day.
You too.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hey, Turkey, you know why they call me Easy Eddie? 'Cause I ain't.
What do you want?
Man, what the hell are you doing spreading my name around?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, some dude dropped by looking the deal, says you gave him the word.
Who was it?
I don't know, he knows you from school. J.R. Jones, he said.
No, it's a setup. Stay away from him. What's the matter? Hold on. It's a fence I've been dealing with. It says JR's been to see him, wants to do business with him. I told you he was on to me. Dad, what are we gonna do?
All right, just calm down. Tell this fence he's got to do something for you.
I can't.
Do it. Tell him he'll take a fall, and hard, unless he does exactly what I say.
Hello, Eddie. Listen, we'll take care of it. But there's something you've got to do. JR's not stupid. He knows Eddie will check him out with me, and the minute Eddie calls him back, he'll know he's being set up.
I've already anticipated that.
But the police, they'll be waiting.
I don't think he'll want to scare you off till he's sure you've taken the bait. I figure there'll be just enough time to do what has to be done.
Well, you have to do it without me. I'm not going.
I anticipated that, too. All right. I'll handle it myself. Just like I always have.
Yeah, you take care of it for me. After all, I'm only a mere human being. I'm not perfect like you.
I never asked you to be.
Sure you did. You wanted me to act like you. You wanted me to dress like you. You wanted me to be as smart as you. I couldn't even decide what I wanted to be. I had to be a lawyer, just like you. I never wanted to be a lawyer.
Look, after this is over, we'll talk.
Yeah, sure, we'll talk.
Well, there's the boys' camp, Barnaby. Must be where Eddie set up the meet. What do you think it's going to be, Barnaby? Dewey, his father, both of them, or is Eddie going to check me out again?
Well, that's the thing about clever people. When they're desperate, you never know what to expect. Here, your tape recorder's loaded. All you have to do is turn it on, see?
Yeah, okay.
Now, give me a half a minute, and then go on around.
Eddie?
Nobody around here. Looks like we're going to have to do some heavy leaning on your friend Easy Eddie. Let's go.
Yeah, well, it was a long shot anyway. Wait a minute. That front seat was not forward when I left the car.
Looks like you may have a chance to get something on your tape recorder after all. I'll cover you from the other side of the car.
All right, get in, JR. You gonna take us for a little drive?
I'm disappointed, Mr. Lassiter. I thought it would be Dewey.
It should have been. Unfortunately, he can't handle his own mistakes.
Which was killing June. And yours is trying to cover up for him.
He's my son. I'm doing what I have to. Get in.
Dewey!
Lassiter, get out and stop him. I don't want to have to shoot your son.
Think I can't do it, huh? Well, I'll show you. I'll do it, Dad. You'll see. I'll make you proud of me.
Stop him right now.
Dewey! No! Don't shoot! Get out of the way, Dad!
No, no. Dewey. No. Just give me the gun. It's all over, Dewey.
It is? It's great. Came through for you, huh, Dad? Made you proud of me, huh? Isn't that what you wanted, Dad? To be proud of me?
You know, checking out of jail, the thing that still got me shaken up is seeing the great Gordon Lassiter being booked and fingerprinted along with Dewey.
Well, if you think that's something, wait till you see the great Gordon Lassiter in court trying to defend himself along with Dewey.
That may be Mr. Lassiter's ultimate mistake.
How's that?
Well, if it's true that a man treating himself as a fool for a doctor, same thing might be true of lawyers.
Well, thanks again, JR. Mr. Jones?
Walt, we'll see you in class.
Oh, Jedediah, how about some dinner? On me.
Barnaby, I'll tell you the truth, I just this minute made other plans for dinner. So if you'd like to join us, Cindy and I will be having pizza.
No, you go ahead, Jedediah. I don't want to steal your girl.
Thanks, boss.